Welcome back. Definitely a welcome back right now to Quotient Rule Notes Part 2. If you haven't seen Part 1, you need to see it first, or some of what I'm going to say may sound like gibberish to you. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start way left here. We're going to need some room. Y prime equals low 5x to the fourth minus 5. D high, derivative of the high function, is 15x to the fourth plus 20x to the third minus high 3x to the fifth plus 5x to the fourth. D low is just 20x to the third. And all of that is on our denominator squared. Low D high minus high D low over the square of the thing below, and I'm just going to take the liberty of not writing the square of the thing below right there, just in the interest of time. And Y prime equals. Now I'm looking for what I can factor out of these. I want to get this in factors. I don't want to distribute, FOIL everything out. I want to factor things out. That is the ideal. In almost all situations, we would want to leave this completely factored. And there are no exactly common factors, but I do notice out of this, I can take out a 5. Out of this, I can take out a 5 and an x to the third. So by the time I take a 5 out of here and a 5x to the third out of there, I've taken a 25x cubed out of those terms. 5 of it from here leaves me with x to the fourth minus 1. 5x from here leaves me with 5x cubed here, leaves me with 3x plus 4 there. Minus, from here I can't factor anything out, but here I can factor out a 20x cubed. I guess I already have that. And a 3x to the fifth plus 5x to the fourth. Nothing I could factor there. And all of those are on star, low squared. So now from this term and this term, well, I can factor 25 and 20. I can get a 5 there. I can get 3 x's. Can't take anything from those, so I can take, looks like I can take 5 and 3 x's out. So 5x to the third. From this big term, I take the 5x to the third out. I'm just left with 5 times x to the fourth minus 1 times 3x plus 4 minus, from this big term, I take out 5x cubed. I'm left with 4 times quantity 3x to the fifth plus 5x to the fourth. All on star. Need to write to the left a little bit more. And then let's clean up that. Let's clean up the inside of this. Here I get, and going to be a mess before it gets better. So I get 5 times, let's FOIL this. I get 3x to the fifth plus 4x to the fourth minus 3x minus 4 minus 12x to the fifth. Careful, most likely algebra mistake pops up right here. Minus 20x to the fourth. All on star. So can we do this in one step maybe? Let's give it a shot. 5x cubed times. Here I'm going to get 15x to the fifths. 15x to the fifths minus 12 of them. 3x to the fifth. Here I'm going to get 20x to the fourths minus 20x to the fourths cancel. Here I get minus 15x, and here I get minus 20, all on the square of the thing below. so many chances to make little algebra mistakes in there. If I was given enough time, if I was taking this in quiz and test, I would most definitely double back, look through that again. I'm reasonably confident I'm in good shape there, but as you all know, I make mistakes too. Number 8. Got to use my space. Y prime low 2x cubed plus 3. Low d high 25x to the 4th plus 6x minus high 5x to the 5th plus 3x squared d low 6x squared, all on the square of the thing below. So it's all about taking care of the numerator now. We're not going to ever cancel that denominator. That'd be a very, very unusual problem if we could do that. So now I'm taking a look, what can I factor out? Nothing from here. From here, all I can factor out is just an x. And from here, can I factor an x out of that? Yep, I can factor an x out of that. In fact, I could factor out quite a few more x's than just that. But just a single x from here. So I can factor an x out of this, I can factor an x out of that term. So here we go. X times. When I factor an x, it's going to come from here, so I'm left with 2x cubed plus 3 times 25x to the 3rd plus 6 minus, factor an x, I'm going to factor it from right here, although I could take it from in there, no difference, 6x times 5x to the 5th plus 3x squared, all on star. And now I need to simplify inside of here. It's just a whole lot of easy things to do. When I FOIL, I'm going to get 75x to the 6th. I'm going to get plus 12x to the 3rds. I'm going to get plus 75. Ooh, that's, excuse me, 50. 50. Thanks for shouting that out. 50, Mr. Hearn. 50x to the 6th plus 12x cubed plus 75x cubed plus 18 minus, when I distribute here, I get 30x to the 6th minus, negative distributes in, lots of chances to make that mistake, minus 18x cubed, all on star. So I get x times, let's see, x to the 6th, 50 of them, minus 30 of them, 20x to the 6th. X cubed, let's see, can we do it? 12 and 75, 87, minus 18, 69x to the 3rds, and a plus 18, all on the square of the thing below. Now there is a chance, because this is actually quadratic, this thing might factor. I do not believe it does, but we could at least go quadratic formula with it and figure out what x cubed is. We'll talk more about what we actually do with these when we eventually turn them into 0. All right. Y prime equals low 3x squared plus 3 d high 20x to the 4th plus 4x minus high, 4x to the fifth plus 2x squared, d low times 6x. All on the square of the thing below, which I'm not going to forget about later on. So what can we factor out of here? Out of here I can factor out a 3. I can factor out a 4x. I could factor up to 12x out of here. What can I factor out of here? I could factor a 2x squared. I can factor out another 6x, so I could factor out 12x cubed. So I can factor a 6 from here, an x from there, a 2 from here, and a pair of x's, 12x cubed. And that means I can factor 12x from both. So here we go, 12x. Let's see, I took a 3 from here, x squared plus 1. I must have taken 4x from here. 4x from here leaves me 5x to the third plus 1. Minus 12x, I took 2 and an x from here. Or 2 from here and an x from there. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to just take 2 from here. X to the 2x to the fifth plus just taking a 2 from here, x squared. If I took 2 from there, that means I'm going to take the whole 6x from here. So 6x gone. Oh, I'll do it this way. And now to simplify, 12x, let's see, FOIL, 5x to the fifth plus x squared plus 5x cubed plus 1 minus 2x to the fifth minus x squared when I distribute, all on star. 12x, let's see, x to the fifths, 5 minus 2, 3x to the fifths, x cubed, 5x cubed, x squareds cancel, plus 1, all on the square of the thing below. Okay. Probably some of these things you're going to want to take another look at, but go ahead and try to get, let's go ahead and just try this one just to get to this step right here. Just the first step, just the low D high minus high D low over the square of the thing below. Give that a start. We're going to talk through 3 more, and all of these problems are very, very similar. So halfway there, and I would expect right now if I asked for fifths to 5, I would have some 4s, but I wouldn't be surprised if I had some 2s along the way. Hopefully we're at 1, or hopefully we're a 5 on this very first step. Y prime, low, 5x cubed plus 4, d high, 3x squared, minus high, x cubed minus 5, d low. Oh, this one's actually going to be a little bit nicer because we have constants twice. High, d low times 15x to the second. All on the square of the thing below. But that's pretty good news there. So can't factor anything from here. I can factor out up to a 3x squared out of this first term. Can't factor anything from here. I can factor up to a 15x squared out of this term, which means out of both terms I can factor a 3x squared. If I take a 3x squared out of this first term, I'm just left with 5x cubed plus 4. Minus, I didn't take out the x cubed minus 5. If I take a 3x squared out of this, I'm just left with 5. So love getting those constants. 12 is going to be a little bit easier than 7, 8, and 9. It's going to be more like this one. So equals 3x squared. Let's see, I've got 5x cubed plus 4. Minus distributes to both, so minus 5x cubed minus minus, that's plus 5 times 5 plus 25. Look how nice this one turns out to be. 3x squared. 5x cubes cancel. I get a 4 minus 21, negative 21, all on the square of the thing below. 3x squared, just a negative 21, so I get negative 63x squared on 5x cubed plus 4 squared. Want to build a little confidence? Why don't you jump to number 12 and give that one a shot? Hopefully build a little confidence here. Low. D high, 25x to the 4th, minus high, D low, 12x squared. All on the square of the thing below. So out of here, I could factor out a 4. I could factor out 25x to the 4th, so I could factor out up to 100x to the 4th. From here, I can factor out a 5. I could factor out a 12x squared, so I could factor out up to 60x squared. So 160, I can factor 20 out of both of those, and I can factor an x squared out of both of these. So 20x squared. If I factor a 20x squared, I got a 4 from here, and that's it. So x cubed plus 1, and if I got a 4, I still have a 5x squared I got from here, so 5x squared from here leaves me with another 5 and another x squared. If I factored 20x squared from here, I can get a factor of 5 from here, x squared minus 1, which means I still need 4x squared, leaving me with 3 from there. All over the square of the thing below. So I've got 20x squared. Let's see, distribute 5x to the 5th plus 5x squared minus 3x squared minus minus plus 3 leaves me with 20x squared on 5x to the 5th plus 2x squared plus 3, all on the square of the thing below. And hopefully my computer did not just lock up. We'll see. Yay. So one more, and this one I expect is going to be kind of the 7, 8, 9, 11 variety, of which I'm going to have some of these on the homework video. Maybe not all of them, but some of them will be on the homework video. And I get it. There's some challenges here. Not calculus challenges, algebra challenges. So it's organization. If you need to take more steps than me, by all means, do so. So y prime equals low 3x to the 4th plus 5, d high 12x cubed plus 15x squared, derivative of that, minus high 3x to the 4th plus 5x cubed, d low, mercifully, just 12x cubed. All on the square of the thing below. So from here, can't factor anything out of this, but from this one I can factor out a 3 and an x squared. Nothing from here, 3x squared from there. From here I can factor out an x cubed. From here I could factor out a 12x cubed, so overall I could factor out from here 12x to the 6th. Well, 3x squared and 12x to the 6th, I can factor out a 3x squared. So we get 3x squared. From this first term, if I factored out a 3x squared, it came from there. 3x to the 4th plus 5. Factor out 3x squared from here, and I've got 4x. 3x squared from here, I've got plus 5. I'm factoring out 3x squared. I'm getting the x squared. Well, you know what? I could just get the whole 3x squared from there, so I'm going to do that. 3x to the 4th plus 5x cubed. Factor out 3x squared from this, and I've got just a 4x. All on the square of the thing below. So, good shape there. Now, truthfully, good Algebra 1 student, end of the year, could do this. So here we go, 3x squared. Let's FOIL. I get 12x to the 5th. I get plus 15x to the 4th. I get plus 20x. I get plus 25. Distribute the minus to both. Distribute the 4x. I get minus 3x to the 4th times 4x, 12x to the 5th. I get minus 5x cubed times 4x, 20x to the 4th. All on star. What good happened? 3x squared. Let's see, x to the 5th. Ooh, those cancel. That's wonderful. Fourths, 15 of them, minus 20 of them, negative 5x to the 4th. Plain old x's, plus 20x, plus 25, all on the square of the thing below. So, price of poker just went up on algebra on some of these. You'll have solutions you can look at when I do the videos, and I'm not certain what the solutions on the problems, how they'll be written down. I'm expecting for certain we're all going to try through here. And I get it. There's going to be errors occur. You do a lot of these, except for those of you who are just extremely precise, or you double checkers, which is wonderful. Might make some errors along the way, but hopefully at this point right now, we'd be in pretty good shape. We'd be in great shape getting to this first step, low D high minus high D low over the square of the thing below. And then the factoring. You could actually FOIL all this, distribute the negative, distribute over here, get all your different terms, and then figure out what you could factor out. So we have some options to it. I get it. There's some challenges here, but you guys are the best of the best. Let me know how I can help.